follow the wind. Tch. Yeah. Time to go.
What were you thinking gallivanting off into the desert alone at your age? What if you take the bucket, You told not a soul what you were up to, designated nobody to handle your affairs, and left everyone scrambling frantically to try and figure out how on earth to clean up the colossal mess you'd made.
Oh, please, will you stop your yelling?
What do you mean, what other choice? Do you mean to tell me that after all your years of learning, and sagehood no less, the only idea you could conjure up in that white-haired walnut of yours was to shoot off into the unknown like some hot-headed 20-year-old adventurer? A one-man suicide mission, That's the best idea that one of the finest minds of a generation could come up with, is it? It astounds me that you survived the journey, and—
All right, all right. Honestly, the way you're going off on me, it's like you wish you'd been there to lend him a hand.
I've got nothing more to say.
What do you mean, bag of bones? I'm a flesh and blood hero. Who— Okay, look. Fine, I admit it, I was in the wrong.
1 month? Try 3.
Inari's master is really laying into Cyrus. Let's give them a wide berth.
Professor Wow, I haven't seen Master get this riled up in a long time. The last time he chewed someone out like this must have been back when I was still a student.
I think I'll go around and update everyone. Tell them the situation's resolved. We can go for dinner afterwards.
Makes sense. I'm in.
Hyman's coming too! Let's go!
Is it possible to install a video on a—
Hey, Kale.
You're back!
Well, look who we have here. Would you mind explaining to me what has been going on this past few days?
All taken care of.
That does not answer my question. How could you be so careless? That goes for you as well. Yes, and you too. When you run into problems, you really ought to ask for help, you know? I've been around the block. Don't you think it would have made sense to involve me?
Now would not be a good time to attempt to argue with Farazan.
You're right.
It's not the first time that I've had to talk to you about this sort of thing either. You need to learn that there are times when the right thing to do is get a more experienced member of staff involved. Do I make myself clear?
Kale, please do something.
He's giving me the signal. All right. Say, Madam Farazan, I can see you're pretty upset, but, I was just wondering.
Huh? Wait, did I hear that right? Kale, you remember? Wonderful. Well, of course the offer still stands.
Poor Kale getting dragged off like that. Also, check out Farazan acting like some sort of official act.
Kale! Cup!
Huh? What?
What do you mean, cup? You need a cup.
Oh, it's nothing. Just Master's way of reminding me to stay hydrated while I'm out and about.
It's code for let's reconvene at the cafe. Tainari and I used it while we were in school.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
2 people left.
You'd better start packing your things. Report for work first.
What about my allowance? Oh, and his lunch—
Don't push your luck. Let's not forget who is—
Hey, man's gotta eat. Help me figure out something for lunch and—
But am I hallucinating? Or do I see Kaveh and Alhaitham engaged in diligent studying?
We're just reorganizing all the books we used. Look,
There's no rush. My sincere thanks to you.
Yes, with your help, we resolved the issue rather swiftly and painlessly.
I see. The Temple of Silence resorted to rather unique means of self-preservation. It explains how they managed to remain hidden for so many years.
and it sounds like they managed to preserve a whole load of ancient documents as well.
That day will come. The Temple of Silence is a hugely important organization. Now, as a token of my appreciation...
Sounds...
Yeah, sounds great. Although, after the last few days, I don't know...
Sure.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
There are so many local specialties in Sumeru. I want to buy more.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
There are so many local specialties in Sumeru. I want to buy more.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade. It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
And then, the Traveler just pounced on their opponent and knocked him right out cold! Then there was Tainari. He put up an amazing fight, too! We ended up winning all 3 bouts!
Whoa. Part of me wishes I'd been there to see it, but...
A truly edifying account of the events. Bereft of detail.
Hey, Paimon included all the juicy details. The Traveler just pounced and then waved their sword like this, then spun around and blocked.
Despite winning 3 bouts in a row, you still ceded the position of leader to him. That's very dignified of you, Cyno.
Of course. Being dignified comes with being a true champion.
I got to be a champion too for once. I've not sparred much with desert folk before. It was a pretty unique experience.
Yeah, huge place! It felt like something right out of an epic poem! Imagine this. It was like there was...
Maybe save that one for later, Paimon.
I think that'll do me for...
Shall we stop off at the House of Dana again before heading home?
My thoughts exactly. See you around.
I should get going as well. See you all later.
I need to go say thanks to the Core 30 for their help. Also, Sir Nephis says he wanted to introduce me to some of the Academia's work processes.
Kali's come a long way. She's much...
Everyone's a work in progress. You never...
Yeah, true.
That was good. It feels like everything's finally wrapped up now.
Life is all about these moments when you can finally relax and hang out with good friends after a job well done.
Do you three have anything planned for the rest of the day? If not, would you come somewhere with me? That's a secret for now.
Okay. I think I can guess what you're talking about.
Well, now Paimon's curious. Come on, let's go.
Been a while since I last made my way up here.
Wow, look at this place!
Need any help? As you wish.
It's a nice spot, isn't it?
What a great view! We're so high up, we can see for miles!
Traveler, turn around. This is my secret base. Somewhere I only bring my best friends. When I was a student, I used to slip away and climb up here all the time, just to clear my head. Back then, I had a lot of the same questions that Sethos was asking. Who am I? Our gifts help us to find our rightful place in the world. That was my experience.
You two really are like brothers.
I feel the same way. Of course.
I still remember one time when we came up here to chat and do our homework. Cyno accidentally dropped a fruit.
That was the one and only time. Nothing will ever slip through my...
Those were good times.
You know, Paimon really shouldn't be able to imagine Cyno doing something like that, but...
Then make it stop. It's Professor Syra. You guys carry on without me.
Okay.
Huh? Hey, you're not...
Oh, my days.
Professor, what are you muttering to yourself about?
Cyno, just the man I'm looking for. Guess what I found in some old notebooks?
Some old photos?
Can you believe it? This notebook was just sitting in a pile of odds and ends in the sage's office. I was at the academia earlier to discuss my workload with Nef. Oh, time flies. Look how tiny you are in this picture.
You look quite young yourself in the... Ah, it's this one. I remember that.
Yep. Looks like her work, all right. Who else could have found just...
And this one.
Oh, cheeky girl. Take...
Is there something you'd like to say to me, Professor?
Like what? Like... hey, at moments like this, I hardly know where to begin. I can't pretend I'm a good person. But Moon had every reason to despise me. And well, so do you if you feel...
Don't be...
Is that not what you wanted me to say? Oh, I've dreamt of that place many times after leaving the desert. Oh, it was... What of that? You've matured so much over the years, I know.
Since you're my professor, I should save you some face by not calling you out on all the non-answers you just gave.
Good thinking. Take your own advice next time. Seriously, why bully an old man like me? I thought he... Hey, wait, how did I not notice this one earlier?
Lisa strikes...
Look how cute you were when you were little.
Yeah, and look how serious and professional you used to be.
Oh, I can't compete with you anymore. First you get better than me at the deadpan jokes, and now you're besting me at those little quips too.
Don't say that.
That... Hey, what would you say to meeting up with Lisa again?
I'd like that. Let's find...
All right, I'll add it to my schedule. Let's go next week. Wait, no. Next week is the tomato growing competition. I have got to beat Zaha Hadi.
Or you could find a real hobby,